Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Facebook Live. Tonight I've been having some technical difficulties. Stupid Facebook won't let me put my device landscape anymore, which is super annoying. So here is our card tonight. Just before we get started, let me just find it, give people a chance to pop in if they're going to pop in. Here we go, in the dumb portrait. No, that's not what I want to do either. Here we go. Let's make sure I mute it so we don't have feedback. Have it large. All right, please do say hi if you're there. I'd love to know who I am talking to. I'm just going to push this back just a little bit. Oh, I thought I muted that, but I didn't. All right, so this is our card, and this is what it is when we open it. So you can see you've got this. I've got a little floating bee in there, but you can decorate it however you like. I've just popped a little sentiment, "You're as sweet as honey" on the front, with a couple of little honey pots that have come out of the designer series paper. This designer series paper is from the Be My Valentine set, so we're just going to have a go at making one of those. All right, so starting off, we're going to need a card base, and it needs to be the length of your A4, and then we're just going to fold that in half, and I like to use my trimmer because then it gets right into the corner and nice and straight, and then I can smush all the edges properly and it stays right in there. Hi, I was running a little bit late. I was having some technical issues. Alison, Facebook now won't let me put my camera landscape, so now we have to put up with this weird black thing around the outside. Apparently it's better. I don't know what Facebook thinks that they know. All right, so we've got our card base as normal there. I don't want to put my trimmer away because I'm going to need that. And then we've got another piece of, and this is 3 1/8 by 9.5. Now it was 3 3/8, and it will depend. You might want to go a bit wider because it will depend on the size circle or shape that you're cutting out of the middle. So my one here is in the middle of this when I cut it. So I actually made it bigger and had to trim it down because it was a bit lopsided, but that was as far in that my punch would go. So we're going to start off with this, and we're going to score. I'll just move my mouse out of the way. We're going to score at 1 inch all the way across on the. And then we're going to 2 3/4 and 4 1/2. Okay, and then right, and I'm going to use the 2 3/8 punch, which is available as one of our online exclusives. It's not in the catalogue. And what I've done is I've just kind of found the center using this mark here and put a couple of little, they're not exact, as I found out when I did my my first one. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop it in, and we want this center score line that you've made to be in the middle of your circle. So just have a look at either side. If you hold it in there and just gently, so you've got that width there, that width there. That's about right. So maybe over just a little bit more. And pop it in there. Let's just punch that out. And now you've got a circle. It's not quite centre, but that's okay. So you've got this circle, and then what we're going to do is we're going to fold these score lines round. And then these two here. And then there's this one here, and then that is our mechanism. So that's going to go up and then this one is going to go down, and then this one is going to go up. So kind of concertina, right? So if you were to look at it, it would look like that on the side from the top, bird's eye view, all right? But we're not going to put anything together yet. What we are going to do is, I've got some bits and pieces, and I'm going to do the decorating first. And we're going to use the Be My Valentine stamp set. Ah, that's nice. It's nice that you've had a good day to be gardening. I've been making labels. Well, I haven't. I've been watching TV, but we've been making some labels for Matt for work because they are just opening a new restaurant, and so sauce labels and things like that. Yeah, so we've just been cutting them out on the Cricut. Now I'm just going to do a double one of these. Hello, Lisa. And then I need another body. So whatever you're making, you're going to need two of. All right, so because I'm making the bee, I'm going to need two bee bodies. I'm going to use, on my one here, I only put one set of wings, and I feel like he looks a little bit funny on this side. So you could, you could flip it over. So two antennae. Oh, got an extra antennae heart. And then our two bees. So they're going to be obviously opposites. They're facing each other. I'm really sorry about the video, ladies. It just really won't let me do it. I keep looking up at the screen thinking, oh, what a dumb way of doing it. But I can't do any, it wouldn't let me do landscape anymore. And I even went into the business app. It wouldn't let me do it there. Very irritating. And I don't know how to get around it. I wonder if YouTube will let me do it. Because that might be the option. I'm trying to find my eyes. Those are the wrong ones. They go there. These ones go there. What are these? Oh, that's the eye that I want. Oh, I thought I was getting antennae. That one. Those ones. Okay, so let's get ourselves sorted. So I don't need this anymore. And I don't need this anymore. So for those of you who have just popped in, this is what we're going to be making in this little card here. All right, so far we've made our card base, which is just a standard one. We've got a piece of 3 1/8 by 9 1/2. Ow. And scored at 1 2 3/4 4 1/2. Ouch. Yeah. So, and I can just see it's not quite center. So I might, if you find that, thanks, Andrea. If you find that you haven't quite got it centered, fold it over and just get it just inside and just punch off that excess so that it becomes nice and smooth each side. Sorry, I just ripped my nail. So I need to go and cut it off. All right, antenna and face. All right, so let's start with body. My one is obviously not decorated too much inside because I've left that as a space that you can write yourself. And the sentiment that I put on the front is pretty generic, so it's just saying it could be a thank you, it could be someone special to you, it could be so if you haven't seen the stamps yet, sorry, I'm going to have to get in your camera view. If you haven't seen the stamps yet, the punch that coordinates with it has 2 little hearts on it, and one of the hearts coordinates with the wing set stamp, and the other the little heart actually coordinates with the antennae. So you don't actually need to cut them out. Maybe if get rid of that. Is that going to be better? Let's see. Let's give it a second. Okay, I just have to remember to pull it out. All right, so antenna into the heart, into the little heart, and another antenna into a little heart. And those can go out of the way with that. I'm going to need that. My head's a little bit wonky, but that's okay. It's probably my eyes are a bit wonky. And I've got some honey that I'm going to cut out later. Oh, we might as well, seeing as we're doing stamping, do all of the stamping. And this cute little sentiment is you're as sweet as honey. Goes that way. Thank you, Andrea. I don't know if I said thank you. All right, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go quite up close to the edge. So I'm going to have to cut off one edge. You're as sweet as honey. And get rid of this. Oh, I might reuse that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is you are going to need a piece of window sheet, which I have. Here's one earlier. A window sheet is just, it's like acetate or plastic, OHP, transparency, and you need a piece that's just going to sit inside there like that. Excuse me, so I've left mine a bit long on purpose, and then what I'm going to do is on the inside we're going to put, now I've just used my take your pick tool down in the lounge with the Cricut, so I will just use my scissors. Yes, so I don't usually I haven't used my Cricut as often as I probably should have for what we paid for it, but Matt's work is opening a new restaurant in American diner style, and so they've got all these bottles, and so we've just printed the labels for the sauces, and they've got like this really hot spicy chili sauce, and so Piper's been making the labels with all the little chilies and stuff on it, but they're going on small glass bottles, so they're taking ages. I'm glad I got the big bottles with the big font because it's a bit faster. All right, so we've got, I don't know how well you can see that, but we've got the acetate piece in there. All right, and then I found it easier to pop this in. So it's going to sit here like this, and you want it to sit in the join. Okay, so I found it easier to glue this bit together. Let's see if I'm actually going to be able to glue it, or whether it's going to run out on me. Oh no, here we go. Don't get it too close to the edge. Now, you don't have to do a circle. I've done a circle because it was what the video was that I saw, but also it was a quick punch. But if you've got time and you want to use a different shape, as long as your shape fits into that space there, if it doesn't, that's okay. Just make this wider, because this has actually got quite a wide matting all the way around it, keeping in mind that it was an American card design. I might actually cut off a little bit there. Oh no, I'll leave it. We can decorate it with some cut out bits or something. So we're going to pop that in there like that. It's going to sit and fold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this bit. first, and then I'm going to have it all folded. I'm going to bring up, let me just make sure you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to bring up my card so that I can center this and butt it against the side, the fold I mean, and then bring it in and fold it. Now it might want to come down a little bit, and that's okay. You might want it to, so it's not so bulky. All right, and then what you're going to do, this little flap here, you're going to put some glue on there. Again, probably too much glue, but that's okay. And then we're just going to close that. So I'm going to keep checking it hasn't oozed out. So just give it a chance to adhere and stick in, get tacky, and then you have your card. Yeah, gone too far. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put our designer series paper. I had that initially and thought, oh, the bee might be a bit busy. What do you think? And then I changed it to this one. So what do you think? The bees or the flowers? What do we think? Lovelies? Any takers? Let's do one of each. Everybody's quiet today. Everyone's tired. Oh, not long till Easter. Flowers. Oh, whoops. Thanks, Andrea, but I just put glue on it. Just as you said that. That's right. I'll have one of each. And I missed you, Alison, as I was doing it. I must have started gluing it as you guys said it. Didn't wait long enough. So next Sunday, I won't be here. I will be in Melbourne. We have, I didn't do his face. Oh, it's too much talking. Stampin' Up have their annual, they call it on stage, but they've got their conference, which is Thursday, Friday. Base it is. Yes, base it is. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday evening, Friday all day Saturday. And so I'm flying over on Wednesday, which is exciting. I haven't been to one of those before. I've just been to their one-day ones in Auckland. So, yeah, quite excited, but also quite nervous. I don't usually fly by myself, so, yeah, it'll be interesting. All right, so I'm going to put his wings here. So I will, I'll be flying home and I won't be able to do a live, and I can't see me being able to fit in a chance to video a card to put it up for you. Sorry. It's still just a bit hectic at work. Yeah, so, and with me being away for 2 days of work, then I need to make sure that I've got everything all sorted before I go. Sorry, I just feel like I'm being bitten by an insect. I don't know if I am. Can't see it. Okay, so now that just looks like a speech bubble with hearts. Now I've got glue everywhere. That wasn't very well planned. I thought I'd done it so that it wouldn't go everywhere. So sorry about that, ladies. I won't be here. Thanks, I will. I'm excited. There's a few ladies from my team down in Taranaki that are going. I think there's 6 of us. They're all going over a little bit earlier. And so, yeah, I'm just lucky my boss was like, okay, you can have the time off. because I don't take time off during the school year. I don't think it's very fair, but I don't also get these opportunities very often either. So I'm going to pop 2 dimensionals on the back there. And which is my better one? Maybe I need to be not lined up. Well, that's pretty good. This one's not. This one just needs to go forward a bit. No, that one needs to go forward a bit. What about if I do that? Sorry, I'm just talking to myself, ladies. You feel free to chime in and tell me how to fix it. There you go. So basically you want to be able to see both the bees either side, and I'm going to pop one on this side just because you don't have to, but it's just quite nice to be able to have if you're looking at it from the other side, when you're looking at that DSP, that it looks a bit more finished than it does. Now what I did with the other one is I'm just going to pop some glue dots here. But yes, I'm feeling quite spoiled to be able to go over to Melbourne, and one of my friends from work left at the end of last year, and we were able to do a catch up on the Sunday before I fly out, which is really awesome. So I'm really stoked about that. Very excited to catch up with Natalie. Yeah, so okay, that there. So that is our little bee. That's our little bee. So if you were to hold, I mean, you could display it like that once you've given it to somebody. They might display it like that, and you've got that little. I did think about putting some string across there, but I didn't know how stable it would be when I was playing around with it before. I think it would be okay, actually, to be honest. I'm just going to recrease that because it's quite thick in the middle. And then I've got, shall we just completely change the whole thing? Then the red. So I've now got this DSP, and this is the other one. I'll wait a bit longer because I'm going to cut out the ribbon. Should we do stripes or flowers? Because what we're going to have is this, and then we'll cut these out and put them on there. And then I'll do a bow. Every time I do a bow, I do it differently to try and find the best way. And I don't really have much success. Stripes, cool. I'm going with stripes. Awesome, awesome. Stripes is good. Stripes with the ribbon, or the ribbon that way maybe. Let's go ribbon that way. Go that way. Small bow. Okay, let's completely change it. Still using the same designer series paper and stamp set. I always like to pop. I use glue dots for my ribbon. I feel like they're a lot more user-friendly and a little bit more secure. They have that initial contact and hold it. But I always put one in the middle of my ribbon because otherwise I find otherwise it sags, and so it's quite nice to not have saggy ribbon. So I'm just making sure that I'm still on camera. I'm not used to having such a narrow workspace. Alright, so that's there, and put that there, and go this way. so that I'm actually going to use dimensionals this time. One on each end, one in the middle, one on each end. Gosh, I don't realise how much I use my take your pick tool for that job. Okay, open it the right way. So I'm just going to put our little stripes there. I'm going to pop the bow along there, I think. But before I do that, I'm going to pop this on. Oh, I should have gone the other way. Can I get it off? Nope. Leave it. Leave it. Okay, so that's there. Maybe I'll pop that there like that over the top with the ribbon. No, and lose it. Okay, so let's pop that there. Pop that up there. Before I change my mind, I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of that and stick it down. And I pulled that off, haven't I? Oh no, but it is a bit flappy, so I'm just going to pop another dimensional in there, like so. Right, and then why not? We're on the dimensional train. Let's keep going. High. Doesn't help that I've broken my fingernails either. So when I go to take off these things, they're a bit of a nightmare. I wonder. Put that through the middle like that. Then I'll just pop some glue underneath there to keep it in place. I've just lined it up with the score mark on that side. So just give a little bit of glue, and then what we're going to do is just really quickly fussy cut. There are 3 different pots. There's a whole sheet of designer series paper with honey pots on it, and there are 3 different honey pots in a row, and one of them has a big heart on it. So if you were doing one that was You're as Sweet as Honey for sorry, I'm getting your camera, for someone that is very special and you want to give them a heart, then you could use one of those honey jars. These are just generic actual honey. Okay, so I'm going to pop that one, drop that one down and that one up on a. Maybe I'll put them both up. Alright, so I'm going to pop that there and that there. There we go. And there. And there. And done. So there we go. Let me just tidy up a bit so I've got some space to, because it's very limited, some space to show you our cards. Hopefully you can see both of them. Good. And then if we were to open them, there we go, with our little bees. And then you've got plenty of space to write a message. You could, if you wanted to, put some designer series paper here, and then you've got that, so you'd have a border like that. up to you. It does add a bit more weight, so you've got obviously 2 layers this side and 3 layers that side, but you'll fit it in a standard envelope no problem, and it stands up on its own. And then, like I showed you, if people wanted to, they could flip it over so that you can see. It's got a bit heavy. You just need somewhere to flip it over so they can see the inside. And that's it. Thank you very much, Andrea, for popping your card up. It was gorgeous. I'm sure the recipient will love it. I'm still sorting prizes, so I'm going to, hopefully it's okay with you guys, but I'm going to just wait off on doing prizes and stuff this year. I'll catch up from what I did last year. Thank you, Alison and Lisa. Yeah, and then we'll start when things start to get a little bit more flowy and regular and organised. And then we'll start doing prizes again. I hope that's okay. Alrighty, so that is me tonight. Sorry about the weird camera. I don't know how I'm going to sort that because that's a Facebook thing. How do people feel about watching lives on YouTube? It is Lily's 21st. Is that your daughter, Lily? Andrea? I hope she had a lovely day. 21's quite special. Mark's daughter. Hopefully she had a lovely day. Did you guys have a party last night for her? Gosh, I remember 21. Wow. It doesn't seem that long ago, but it was. All right. Well, I hope she had a lovely, lovely day. And I will see you next week. No, I won't see you next week. 2 weeks' time before I see you. I hope that you have... Oh, nice. Oh, that's nice that you get a lunchtime with her and spend some time with her. Yeah. All right. So I will see you, what's today? The 10th, the 17th, and 24th should be. Oh, happy birthday for Saturday, Alison. You are a spectacular age, is what that is, not mumble mumble. You are spectacular. You are a lovely age to be celebrating. All right, I'm going to love you and leave you. We're going to do some work still. Oh, Lisa, special one in April. That's exciting. Mine's a special one in September, but a bit more than yours. Happy birthday, everybody. All right, I will see you all later on. Bye for now.